Some quick general maintenance on the upright mat cutter. We have two thumb levers. The middle one is the one that we use to pull back the cutting head. You can see that is pulled back, raised up so that the blade, which is hiding in there, does not scratch and mark up any material that you're cutting. To cut, it is then released, thumb pressed up for constant pressure, and drawn back down. This old mat cutter at the moment has sleeves that have not been replaced in some time, so it has a little bit of extra wiggle. Due to that wiggle, raising and letting the thumb down a little bit and scoring the material will allow for a groove to be created for then a second pass to give you a nice, consistent straight line. Now with the mat cutter in a new location and does not have a restriction above it, this could be opened up and allow these two bars to then have this whole assembly raised up and off to then allow for new sleeves to be put in place. And from there, the other thing that happens is that sometimes this bar here needs to be adjusted, and we have Allen screws that when tightened and loosened will raise and lower that bar. Does not need to be done very often. The easiest way to check your cutter for squareness, take out a full sheet 40 by 60 foam core, have that set to 30 inches so it's in the middle. Make a small cut at the bottom as a reference mark. Make a score / cut through mark at the top as a reference point. From there, slide the piece of foam core out, turn it around, keeping the top as the top still. Slide it back in place. At the bottom, line up your line to the cutter. This is a point that will not change. So that is lined up. Then go to the top, make a second mark, and see if it is lined up. So it is off by just under 1/16 of an inch. So we do have a cutter that is ever so slightly off a little bit. So we need to have a small adjustment done there to get 100% square. And that adjustment again is done very carefully by just rotating these components here and that raise and lower. So you have to be careful. You can actually create a hump in this bar by changing that one and not that one.